We start tonight with a Hurley man facing charges after allegedly assaulting a woman in Freeman.
Yeah, court documents say back in August, 70-year-old Greg Farrar was asked a woman if her home was for sale.
And when she let him in, Farrar allegedly began groping, kissing, and making shrewd comments towards the woman. A family member reported the abuse to Freeman police.
We just kept finding out more and continuing to follow the case, and just more and more things unveiled and revealed themselves to us.
Farrar's next court date is set for September 18th. Now, Farrar has a long history of preying on women. It started with phone calls back in the 1990s.
Now, since then, his alleged crimes have gotten physical. KELOLAND's Kelly Volk takes a look back.
Reports of Greg Farrar harassing women go back more than 3 decades. In 1998, he was charged with 63 counts of stalking and making harassing calls. In that case, there were 11 victims.
What he was doing was making a series of phone calls of a harassing and sexual nature, asking them to have various relationships with him.
Some of those calls were recorded and used as evidence.
It's just like I said before, I'd like to have sex with you.
He made a plea deal and spent 4 months in jail.
Hopefully, it is the best sentence that we can get to protect the victims in this case, which is our primary concern.
But that protection didn't last long. In 2001, Farrar was back in court, accused of grabbing a woman in Irene and telling her he wanted to have sex with her, which violated his probation. A judge sentenced him to 2 more years behind bars. When he was released, Farrar violated probation again. In 2006, he called a woman and asked for sex.
I want you to know I want to have.
He's been committing these offenses, and reports dating back as far as 1990 have been filed with the sheriff's office, and so I have great concerns about him being out in the community.
Farrar returned to court in 2008 for violating probation a 3rd time.
Obviously, the judge is in the same position that I'm in. What do you do with him? He's been on probation for 10 years. We've pretty much tried everything, and he's just back in court over and over again on the same types of behaviors.
Kelly Volk, KELOLAND News.
In 2020, a Chancellorwoman filed a protection order against Farrar. A court document says she was alone in her yard when Farrar approached her and started touching her. She says she pushed him away and he just kept coming back to her house and trying to open the doors. Farrar was never charged in that case.